Well, hello there, ladies and gents. I'm Tammy from Eclectic Skin Prescriptions, and thank you so much for joining me. Okay, so you want really great results for your skin very quickly? There's no better duo than our A&B Pore Minimizer, followed by the Oxygen Boosting Mask. Yep, you guessed it, today's a demo day, so I don't have to wear face makeup on demo days. I love demo days. So I'm going to put my hair up, switch the lens on the camera, move the camera a little bit, and I'm going to talk you through how to apply each one of these products and explain why they're so wonderful. And that's coming right up. So before I apply the A&B Pore Minimizer, let me tell you about the active ingredients that we have in this really great product. We utilize two active ingredients, both glycolic and salicylic acid. So the glycolic acid content in this particular product is 12% unbuffered glycolic acid, and the salicylic acid is in there at 2%. So the combination of these two active ingredients together are going to deliver some really great results and very, very quickly. So glycolic acid, the particle of glycolic acid is so small that it gets absorbed very rapidly and very efficiently. So this is going to give you instant results. Why would you utilize a product with glycolic acid? So on the surface of your skin is called the stratum corneum. That is the outermost layer of your skin, known as the dead cell layer. This is there as a natural protective barrier for your skin from the sun's rays and also from air pollution. But when you strip this stratum corneum away, it leaves you more susceptible to the sun's rays. So it is absolutely imperative that when you're utilizing an at-home peel, you must wear a sunblock every single day. I can't stress it enough. Sunblock every single day, 20 minutes before you leave your house. So the stratum corneum sounds wonderful. It protects us from the sun and air pollution. Why would we ever want to get rid of that? Well, the truth of the matter is, when these dead cells accumulate on the surface of your skin, they accentuate your fine lines and wrinkles. So they've really got to go. So the glycolic acid is absolutely going to do that. It actually breaks up the intracellular glue that holds all these dead cells together. So even though you're not going to see peeling of your skin, thousands of these cells are going to be shed once we apply this peel. Okay, so let's talk about salicylic acid. The particle of salicylic acid is different than glycolic acid. So this is going to make it lipophilic or oil soluble, which is great. This means it can cut through the sebum, which is your oil that the sebaceous gland creates and secretes. That's what lubricates our skin. But sometimes your pores can become clogged with sebum and dead cell debris and dirt and other impurities, bacteria, and this is what causes acne breakouts. So we want to make sure that the pore is open and cleaned. This way you have a healthy flow of sebum, and we can prevent future acne breakouts by applying the A&B Pore Minimizer. Salicylic is also really great in not only cutting through oil, but breaking up the desmosomes. These are the actual links that connect your cells together. This ingredient is really great for anyone that has dandruff or people who have psoriasis, because it's going to really help break up any plaquey areas that you have on your body. So the combination of these two ingredients together, it's going to stimulate cellular turnover. It's going to generate collagen. It's going to thicken the dermis and the epidermis. It can also even out your skin tone and just leave your skin smooth, gorgeous, and glowing. So let's go ahead and get this on my face. I'm going to walk you through the different steps that I do when I do the A&B Pore Minimizer at home. Okay, so I'm not going to use anything fancy. I'm just utilizing whatever you probably have at your home. So the first step is making sure that we have a nice fresh palette to apply the A&B Pore Minimizer. So we want to remove anything that's on our face. So if I were at home, I would wash my face with the Nourishing Beta Cleanser. However, I didn't wear any face makeup today. I just have on my cream and sunblock, so I'm just going to use the A&B Cooling Toner to remove that. Then we can follow up with the A&B Pore Minimizer. So I'll take a little cotton pad, grab the A&B Cooling Toner, and we're just going to remove whatever is left on the surface of my skin. It's, like I said, it's just cream and sunblock, so not too much going on there. But you'll know if you're using a good product as far as at-home peels go. As soon as you put it on your face, it immediately should start the tingling, stinging sensation. That's how you know if you have something that truly is acidic and really efficient. Okay, so let's see. Am I gonna make it? I made it. Okay. So I'm just going to use a cotton pad just like that, or if you don't even have this, you don't need this. You could just simply put the A&B Pore Minimizer in the palm of your hands and just pump it a few times. So I'm just going to saturate this little pad here with A&B Pore. One more pump. That'll do the trick. And now I'm just going to swab this over the surface of my skin. Okay, it's not really being compliant, this little pad, but yep, so already I can feel it tingling. Not burning, but there definitely is a stinging sensation. Okay, I'm gonna try to not take off my eyebrows. I think I did that in the last video. And I can actually feel where I missed, so let me go ahead and just get it on. All right. We're going to let this sit on the surface of my face. Now, if you're someone who's just applying it for the very, very first time, I'm going to use a timer. I would say leave it on for maybe 2 minutes. If you feel like it's stinging or tingling too much, then go ahead and rinse it off the surface of your skin. We don't want you to get burned. Okay, so I'll see you back here in a few minutes. Okay, so while this is just brewing here, let me take you through who should not apply the A&B Pore Minimizer. So if someone is pregnant or breastfeeding, they're not good candidates for the A&B Pore Minimizer. As a matter of fact, you really should not be utilizing any product that has anything acidic in it. So I used to work for a cosmetic dermatologist for many, many years, and she always said, you know, there haven't been enough long-term studies done on acids to definitively prove that yes, indeed, they're safe while you're pregnant or breastfeeding. So it's better to err on the side of safety and just say, okay, I'm going to postpone whatever I'm doing, you know, while I have my baby and I'm done breastfeeding. This way, you know, in case anything should happen, you never have to worry about, gosh, was it something that I used? Was it something that I did? Or, you know, so it's better to just be cautious and not use anything acidic on your face. All done. Okay. Let's stop this. Okay, so it's been on my face for about 6 minutes. I don't know if you can, you know, how well this translates underneath the studio lights, but I feel like, you know, I definitely feel like I should be looking a little rosy. So let me just look in the mirror. Oh, not too bad. A little bit on my cheeks and the ridge of my nose, and it feels like up on my forehead. So when you apply glycolic acid and salicylic acid, you're going to have this sort of, you know, there's an ebb and a decline to it. So when you put it on, yes, you immediately feel like a tingling sensation. Then when it's on your face for a little longer, then you feel it a little more, and then all of a sudden it starts to decline and basically deactivate. So right now I'm not tingling or stinging or anything, so I'm going to go ahead and remove it. So if I were at home, I would just stand at my sink and splash it off. But being that I'm in the office, I'm just going to remove it with a cloth and some water that I have in a bowl. And it's very important that when you're applying, I probably should have said this when I was applying it, you don't want to get it in your eyes at all. If you get this in your eyes, quickly remove it, splash it out of your eye because it can damage your eyes. So make sure that when you're applying it, just keep it a good distance away from your eye, like I did. I didn't put it anywhere near my eye because I'm afraid of it. I'm scared to get it in my eye. So let's go ahead and just remove it. And then we're going to apply the oxygen boosting mask, and then I can put on makeup, and then I'll be ready to go out this very same night. There's not going to be any downtime. My face is just going to look smooth and refreshed. Okay, so my face, I'm sure, is rosier than it was before. It has that very tight feeling about it, and I really want to get the oxygen boosting mask on there. But before I do, let me tell you about the different active ingredients that are in our oxygen boosting mask. So we have myristoyl pentapeptide 11, Rejuvenox, and good old-fashioned aloe vera. So myristoyl pentapeptide is a single action peptide. It's a lipo-bioavailable oligopeptide. Basically, it just means the particle of this particular ingredient is small enough that it can be absorbed and deep enough into your tissue to stimulate collagen proteins in the matrix of your skin. So collagen 1, 3, 4, and 7. This is going to make your skin thicker. It's going to plump up your skin, make it more elastic, reducing fine lines and wrinkles. It also helps to regulate cell proliferation, tissue repair. It's just one of those ingredients that's wonderful. So the more that you utilize the oxygen boosting mask, the more beneficial it's going to be. Okay, so the next ingredient is Rejuvenox, and this is part of the perfluorocarbon family, or PFC we'll call it in the future. So back in the 60s, the military did a lot of research into the PFCs. They were looking for ingredients that would aid in the healing of wounded soldiers, more specifically burn victims. And they found that these PFCs were really great in helping to speed up the healing process. So this particular ingredient, Rejuvenox, is really great with infusing oxygen into the skin, directly from the ingredient, but also it attracts it in from the atmosphere around you. So when you're just standing anywhere and breathing in oxygen, your skin is not breathing in oxygen, your lungs are breathing in oxygen, but this doesn't necessarily mean it's going to help your skin, especially if you're someone that has abused skin, like if you're a smoker or if you're someone who lays out in the sun a lot, so you have a lot of free radicals, and that can basically suffocate out your skin. So you'll notice people who have smoked for many, many years have like this grayish looking skin. That's because they're not getting oxygen to the skin. So these are people who absolutely would benefit from an ingredient like Rejuvenox. Okay, so let's begin to get the oxygen boosting mask on my face. Same thing, I'm just going to put it in the palm of my hand and just begin to spread it around my face. Not too close to the eyes, but anywhere that you applied the A&B Pore Minimizer. So the final ingredient that is in the oxygen boosting mask is just good old-fashioned aloe vera. And I have a friend who is a chemist, and he was part of a study that they had done at a burn ward. And they were comparing a lot of different ingredients to see, what was the absolute best ingredient that they could put on a burn victim. And they found that aloe vera was so effective with burn victims, not for its healing properties, but for its cellular growth properties. So when you apply aloe vera to your skin, like if you see aloe vera in a lot of the different products that they have for sunburns, it's because it's going to make your skin regenerate healthy cells 75 times quicker than normal. So that's why this particular ingredient is so wonderful with aiding in healing up your process of healing. I blew that one, but now I have the oxygen boosting mask on my face and I'm not reshooting this, so you're just gonna have to deal with that. You're just gonna have to deal with that. This is what happens when you come on here unscripted, and I just want to get this done because these studio lights are killing my eyes. I have the worst headache in the world, and I just want it over. I just want it over. Okay, so I'm gonna leave that on my skin. Okay, that feels so nice. My skin was just feeling so dry and tight because we had to keep reshooting things. This is what happens when you come on here unscripted. It's just me. So I am just going to kick back and just relax and enjoy the oxygen boosting mask on my face. It's a gel mask, so it's not going to dry out on you. So as long as you have it on your face, it's going to be active for a minimum of 40 minutes. So if you can keep it on your face for 40 minutes, great. And the more that you put on the oxygen boosting mask, the more beneficial it is going to be. Okay, so I will see you back here when it's time to remove the oxygen boosting mask. Okay, so now I've let the oxygen mask sit on my face for 20 minutes. Obviously, I could have let it sit on there longer, but I need to get home, so let's go ahead and remove the oxygen boosting mask. And you do that just by wiping it away with a damp cloth. So let me just grab a little piece of a paper towel. I'm going to saturate it in a little bucket of water here. And I'm just going to remove it off my face. And I tell you, my face, it just feels nice and soft. And I bet it's going to look glowing and beautiful. And I will be ready to just go out tonight. My face won't have any peeling. It's just going to look vibrant, soft, and dewy. I have no dead cells on my face. It's going to be smooth and gorgeous. And then once I'm done removing the oxygen mask, I can follow up with the rest of my creams, and then I could put on my makeup, and that will be that. And so you should do this process at least 2 times a week, the A&B Pore Minimizer. But if you're utilizing our micro buff, you would want to do the A&B Pore Minimizer once a week and the micro buff once a week, and you'd alternate between the two. But like I said before, the more that you apply the oxygen boosting mask, the more beneficial that it is. So if you could apply the oxygen boosting mask like 4 times a week, that's even going to make your skin more vibrant and more smooth and plump. Okay, so I removed the oxygen boosting mask from my face. Now I'm going to apply all of my regular skincare products. But before I do that, the first thing that I'm going to apply is the green tea soothing mist. And this is a brand new formulation. We still have a very high percentage of green tea in this formula, but we've also added vitamin C esters. And you can apply this right on the surface of your face. If your skin is feeling parched and dehydrated throughout the day, you can apply it right on top of your makeup. It's not going to disturb your makeup at all. And after a peel, if you apply this, it's just going to cut down with the erythema or any irritation that someone might be having. So this is a must-have product if you're doing in-office procedures like peels or microdermabrasions. It's a great product. So now I'm going to apply the rest of my skincare, which I did in another video, so I'm not going to make you watch that again. But thank you so much for joining me. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them in the section below, or requests for future videos. You can leave those in the comment section as well, and we will get to them just as soon as we can. I thank you so much for joining me, and I will see you in the next video.